Hello, everybody. It's been a little bit, huh? I wasn't here last week. Put the music on quick. Yeah, I got a little Sonic at the start of the playlist. There we go. Just turn down a little my end. Up a little here. Okay, it should sound good. We go ahead and turn off this and turn off this and turn on this. Yeah, there we go. Back to using the good old Game Boy camera, so we get the nice primo, high quality visuals everyone's here for. Let me turn that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Check it down just a little bit so it fits properly. Anyways, how is everybody doing tonight? Got Eraser Paste, Mr. Jonas, couple of classics, Anstra, another regular. I have a lemon, sandwich made of zombies, and Enceladus. Thank you everybody for being here tonight. What are your biggest influences, inspirations for Void Collector? That is a long question, so I will. You'll have to remind me of that one a little later, because I have a really long-winded answer for you, but I want to get through some of the initial stuff first. Okay, so let's start by discussing what we're going to be doing today. So in case you missed it, haven't been around in a bit, we're working on the second level of the Solemn Slalom World, which is like a haunted ski resort area. So this is the first level, and this has been completed not too long ago, pretty recently. And then we started working on the second level, which introduces this brand new gimmick where this little ghost guy would go over to Gunther's and turn them into superpowered versions. And the level was kind of like this, so you'd go from like slope to slope into different buildings and stuff to fight through a bunch of different waves. And it was conceptually kind of cool, but in practice, I didn't think it really worked out very much. So I restarted the level from the ground up, just to see if we could make sort of a similar concept feel a little bit more functional. So let's go ahead and run through. Actually, let's say, yeah, default player start. So here's what I've been working on so far. There'll be a door here, but you start out with this little thing, which is interesting. Seems pretty standard at first. You just go up, you fight through some... Oh, why is it chunking all of a sudden? No, it just decides to do that. There we go. And then there'll also be a door there. So you can see that happen through the window. You get to see the transformation process happen, so it's not quite a shock. And then you go up here, you gotta fight another little group of dudes with one of the ghosts heading towards them. Then you have another encounter with a Bobbert here. Then we escape Bobbert narrowly by running upstairs. And then this is kind of like a big hall area. Weird jank on that staircase. But there's a bunch of different doors here you can take. I haven't put anything in these yet. They're all empty, but there'll be like little fun things to find in these. But these are not necessary to go in. The only one you actually need to go in is this one, as it'll have this trigger for ghost mode. And it'll introduce you to the second Voltaic guy, being Steve Supernova. So there'll be some other stuff in here that I'm trying to figure out, but you'll fight through those guys. And this is a problem I've noticed, is that the ghost doors are just impassable. Shit, I died. So that's a bug to fix promptly. Yeah, so we go through, clear this whole area out again. We don't even need to kill anything because we already shown you what's in it. Damn, I forget how fast Bauer is sometimes, even as the guy who coded him. That guy is lightning quick. These levels are going to be hard to unreasonable, I think. Pretty demanding, especially trying to keep track of the ghosts. Ghosts are going to make it pretty hard. But yeah, you fight through here. And this is an interesting section. He doesn't move yet because I forgot to code him to do that properly. But you've got Sever chasing after you the whole time while you're running through this area. And you also got to deal with some mini ghosts. It might be a little much. Might have to scale things back. But now you can fall through here. See, it even takes you... Oh, uh-oh, Sever followed us. Takes you back through here. I didn't even know that could happen. That's a problem. Makes this section significantly harder. So that might need a bit of a rework. And then we head out here to like this sort of cafeteria lunchroom area, put like some tables and stuff down to help sell that aesthetic. And then you jump over the counter, head down here, one more big room full of enemies, and that'll be the end of the stage. Definitely had some windows. Oh yeah, for sure. Today we're just worried about getting the functional gameplay stuff in first, and then we'll worry about the visuals and aesthetics and stuff. But yes, for sure. Hey, Crystal Sword, thanks for stopping in. Okay, so first things we're going to want to do is just play through the level a bit and see where things stick out as issues. Actually, we'll do that a little bit later, because right now we need to get the functional stuff in first, actually. Okay, so I've done most of the design up until this point. Set that back to current camera location. Is that too loud? No, it seems okay. Okay. Yeah, so you fight through these two. Pretty simple, like, basic encounter. I might even push the Cuboid back a little bit so he has a bit more room. I say a bit a lot. So he has more room to breathe. Oh, okay. Okay, am I back? Am I good? I had a little internet disconnect for a second there. So in case something cut out, what I was saying is you go through here, you fight through these guys. I might put some like gag enemies in here, like either some Gorks just hanging out, or some funny little bits here and there, like an odd poster, or the way things are arranged. But this is where the actual combat portion of the stage takes place. And something that I like that is very much intentional is the getting to the Steve there and preventing the Voltaic from happening is very doable, but quite tricky. Like, you have to be fast on it, which is good, because that means that almost guaranteed the first time the player gets here, they will witness that and then see Steve go supernova. And that's a good thing, because that means that they'll be properly introduced to the mechanic, and it'll also still be doable to potentially skip that and show a bit of interesting skill expression. Okay, so first thing I want to do is maybe consider doing something a bit more interesting with this part of the level. I think it's okay as is to just introduce him, but maybe it's a little hollow for what it is. I mean, maybe that could just be adding decorations, because I guess now that I'm saying it out loud, I don't really want to add too much complication to what should be a tutorial. I don't really want to go overboard with it, right? So let's add the usual little, like, pillars and stuff in, just to make that feel a little bit more alive, realized. Yeah, that works well enough. If it feels like it needs a rework, then we can come back to it a bit later, but I think right now, it being as simple as it is probably more of a good thing than it is a bad thing. Okay, so this is a part where problems start to crop up properly. And this just has to do with the way that the ghost doors function. I'm curious if I just set the visibility to always be true, if that'll cause problems, because what's happening there is that the enemies can see through the door because it's not visible, and despite me turning off collision and me being able to run through it, for some reason there's still like a version of it that exists that enemies can like not walk through, and I haven't really found a good fix to it. Will there be Voltaic enemies outside the Ghost World? Yeah, most likely. That'll probably be its own like little dedicated thing to show, oh shoot, now they don't need the Ghost to go Voltaic. Because I don't want to overwhelm the player too much. But there will be a point when the Voltaics become like a standard enemy, probably around the fifth world or so. The fifth world. There's not gonna be a fifth world. Fourth world. Fifth world's ambitious. If I got extra time. Does this? Shit. Okay, no, they can still see through it. Even if it's not... Okay, so the problem is just that when I turn off the collision, it just kind of breaks. Which is bad. Okay. One thing I could do to potentially fix this... Hey, lol1234 and Oro, how you guys doing tonight? What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. So, something I could do is just sort of like a quick fix, just see if this happens to work or not. If we put like a little wall here, then that should prevent the enemies from actually being able to see me. And obviously the best solution to this would be to just like make it so that they don't have that weird collision problem. But if we hit F1, Yeah, like, see, there's nothing there. I can go through it fine. You hit F1 to go into polygon mode. It's a little hard to see, but there's nothing there. Like, there's no collision at all. Let's go to F2, actually, so we can go full bright so we can see what we're looking at a little clearer. But if we get some of their attention here and they try to run through it, they'll just get stuck. Wait, what? Why didn't you get stuck? Why did you not get stuck? They've gotten stuck every other time. Why didn't they get stuck now? Alright, sure, whatever. Guess we're keeping this little ledge or something then, since that seems to fix it for some reason. Okay. But the problem here is that I'm not sure if it's very fun. Let's give it the full intended run through. Actually, let's just drag this. Let's drag this over here just for the sake of like testing it out. Like right there. Yeah, that'll work. Actually, we're gonna want one here anyways for this guy's interaction. Alright, so we go through here. Oh shoot, I'm stuck at it! Help! Jesus, she goes so fast. I do think I need like I've experimented with this a little bit and it's kind of tricky. But with Sever, I think it would help if she made like some sort of a sound effect when she was moving fast. But I'm just sort of struggling to make that actually work. I know there's a way to do it. I just am having a rough time getting it functional. Oh, I think Bouncer got blowed up. Shit. My aim has gotten so bad since I got this new keyboard. It's like way longer than my old keyboard. So like I have to like have my mouse and my keyboard be in like a comfortable position. Then like I have to have my keyboard like half on my mouse pad and it doesn't leave my arm a whole lot, my mouse a whole lot of move. Anyways, that's not what you guys are here for. I'm here to listen to me ramble about computer problems. Okay, so I think to make this section a little bit more interesting, we're gonna trim Sever. Yeah, we're gonna trim Sever out of the equation. And let's see. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to observe a little bit of behavior with how this guy works. Because I was noticing that what he was doing there was always going to the Gunther first. Yeah, he's going to the Gunther even if there is a Steve in the vicinity. Okay. So the vision I have for this section, I should probably let you guys in on what I'm thinking in my big brain of mine. Making a game that's filled with computer problems? True. True. Die. Oh, okay, see, now he can't get through. Whatever, these doors are horrifically janky. Okay, so I think I can probably give you a pretty good idea as to why the Ghost will always go for a Gunther, because I just have a sequence where he first goes for Gunther and then goes for him. Yeah, it's interesting. That's interesting. Maybe what I could do is... That's tricky. That's tricky. Definitely came here for the rambling. Oh, that's good, I guess. Oh yeah, I keep doing things like forgetting you guys can see me. I'm just so used to not having a webcam. Okay, so that's a bit of a problem. But here's what I think we could do to make this interesting. Let's get rid of this Gunther right here. Make it random. I don't want to do that. We'll take Ghost just like me. Always go for Gunther first. Here's a reminder for the question I asked. What are your biggest influences and inspirations? Oh yeah, you did ask that. Okay. While we're laying this out, I can talk about that a little bit. Let's make another one to activate the other Ghost. Oh, I need to put a Ghost down first. Yeah. So when I was making this game, I had 3 specific games in mind for like systems I was deliberately like influenced by. And those games would be Neon White, obviously, for like the focus of a speedrun focused first-person shooter game, whatever, like that sort of concept. Was very heavily inspired by Neon White. Although I would say Did not make it random. Don't worry, I'm not making it random. I'm not making it random. Oh wait, what happens here? Oh no, he just gets stuck. That's kind of funny, actually. I like that interaction. But yeah, Neon White was a game that I really liked, but I felt like it could have been pushed further. And you know, it's obviously up for debate if I'm doing that, if I'm pushing it further, but making it more something to my own personal tastes. Yeah. Let's see how this works. Yeah, that works pretty well. I might restructure that a little bit to make these guys a little bit more prominently, like more prominent, more visible. It's like that, maybe? Something like that. And then... Okay, well that's... Okay, so they both just get absorbed. Okay. Alright, that is an issue. So I'm gonna definitely need to fix that, so that way they don't only just see Gunther and then immediately think, ooh, Gunther. But yeah, Neon White was a key one. Another one in a bit of a, not quite as prominent of an inspiration, at least not in terms of like functional like gameplay ideas, was Pizza Tower. And that was primarily the combo focus and the idea of like getting a good perfect run. Those are two things that I like realized just how fun they could be. Especially the like maintaining a combo the whole time gimmick I thought was extremely fun. So that's something that I took key influence from. Well, let's level a spooky soundtrack. It'll have a spookier soundtrack. Hey, just a guy, how's it hanging? Yeah, so that's two of the inspirations, and then another key one behind primarily the resource management elements of the game with like the juice system and getting juiced out. If any of you guys have played, I think I shot the ghost. If any of you guys have played Street Fighter 6, then you might be familiar with the drive system in that game, which is a system where you have a certain amount of resource to spend on certain actions. And it's very powerful, it's very fun. It means that you spend a lot of the game really like having these fun, nuanced interactions where you're fighting not only for the short term, but also for the long term of balancing and managing your meter to not burn yourself out, because if you spend too much, you get burnt out, and you're in a lot of trouble. So yeah, that's where the juice system and getting juiced out sort of came from. Because I really like that resource management, keeping yourself afloat, never spending too much, but knowing how to earn more in specific times, and how the economy of like that resource could play into like an interesting and fun system. So those are like the three major ones. A lot of people kept saying like, most people didn't, but there were plenty of comments like, oh, this game is like an Ultra Kill ripoff. And that got annoying because I didn't really intend for anything to be very ultra killy. And there certainly are a lot of similarities that I've especially noticed I didn't even do on purpose. Like it's pretty floaty, with like a fast to ground move, and the focus is a lot on like fast weapon switching and that sort of thing. So there certainly are a decent number of similarities for sure, and I think I was unintentionally but like subconsciously influenced by it for sure. Because it is indeed a very fun game. So those four, I'd say, are like the big like influences on this project. Okay. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted playing it. So we've got this section pretty much done now. It might need some more fine-tuning, but for now we're just kind of doing the rough draft, like putting everything in, see how it feels, see how everything fits together, and if there's any like, you know, missing elements or things that feel like they need some more refinement, then that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down a door right here. Rotate it 90 degrees. Get it nice and centered so we can scale it properly. Oops, that's the wrong scale. Oh, that's also the wrong scale. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, so now we go through here, and this would turn it back to daytime. Are you stuck? Why is he running? Why is he doing the running? You got a partner with you. Bop. Okay, so you go through here. Let's see, what do we want to do for this section? Well, I have these dining table props that I had made. And I mentioned I want to use these somehow for this stage. Let's give this a 90-degree rotation. I think that'll probably look a little bit better. We got like maybe a couple tables here and there just to make it feel like it's, you know, in use but not too crowded. Maybe we'll even, you know, give this one like a slight rotation, tilt it down a little bit, make it seem like it's like the legs are broken or something. This one a little rotation. This one a little rotation. We give this one a bit more of an extreme rotation, so it feels a little more natural. Instead of these were just manually placed here by some guy. Yeah, I think that can work pretty well. Jump up on those pretty comfortably. I'm thinking maybe something like this where you could, you know, jump off that, do a little ramp in action. And then I want to make this kind of like a counter, like this is a food court sort of deal. So we'll do something like that. Yeah. Then I can probably want to make some extra custom props for this, like some cookware behind here, like a stove or something, like a cabinet here, that sort of thing. Yeah, I think that can work pretty well. I did. Okay, I made a booth here. This is going to be pretty much the same treatment. Table ramp. Yeah, very very true. Do you have a chair asset for the dining tables? Yeah, I forgot about it, but I do. It's right here. Obviously, none of this is textured yet, so it's gonna need some tuning before it's actually, you know, done. But I even make these like a bit uneven and stuff, so that they feel more like actual like seats. I guess these are kind of like more like the ones that would be like actually installed into the ground, so maybe that doesn't make the most sense, but I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. This one the same tilt, so that way it kind of matches. And then we'll do the same treatment for these guys. And this layout might need a little bit of refinement if it feels a little cluttered or sort of obnoxious to navigate. So we can work with that if we need to. Yeah, that'll work. Sometimes the shift from like one sound font to another in my own playlist startles me a little. Okay. There we go. So you burst in here. You can't see me. Yeah, and then we got this little setup. Nice. Pretty happy with this. Okay. Alright. How do we want to make this work? So I've got two major ideas for this section. Well, that's kind of loud on my end. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit, and then turn it up for you guys, so it should be about the same volume I'm getting. Okay. So a couple ideas we could do for this. One would be to put a Ghost right here, and then a Gunther or a Steve right here. Because I think that is like the main gimmick of this stage, so I really want to push that. Okay, yeah, so I think that's what I want to do, is maybe have like a Steve here and a Gunther here, both of whom either get immediately hit by a ghost or will like get hit by a ghost kind of inevitably, maybe. Either that or make it preventable but difficult. It's probably better to do preventable but difficult, so that way that's more of an interesting routing decision instead of just being something that the player has to accept. I think that'll probably be a bit more interesting. So maybe we've got like a Ghost here, Steve here, Gunther here, something like that. So you can try to speed through and kill both of them first before they can transform, something like that. Because I was thinking about using the both of the ghosts a little bit more, being Steve and Bobbert. Not Steve and Bobbert, Sever and Bobbert. But that's not really too much of a concern because we still have the third stage of the world left. And both of these two stages are kind of more about like introducing and really focusing in on their individual elements, whereas the final stage is going to be more focused on really combining all these mechanics together with the new threat, of course. Excuse me. So those look stretched? Oh, they are stretched. Yeah, they're stretched as heck. Yeah, I've been meaning to draw a new asset so I don't just look like white blobs, but I've been lazy, so I didn't. Door. Okay, anyways, so we go through here. And then, let's see if we can get this set up. Let's grab a Gunther and a Steve. Now, one problem that I had with this idea previously is that despite these guys, they're supposed to just like fly at them in a straight line, but for some reason they just like go down to the floor first. Any other ghost planned? I have one more as like a boss type dealio, but that's about it. It's just these guys. Just the ones I've already showed. I mean, with the ones I've already got, I kind of feel like I'm already not pushing things as far as I could, so I want to, rather than keep making new stuff, really extrapolate on the stuff that I already have. Like, I feel like I barely even scratched the surface of what I can do with, like, Sever and Bobbert and whatnot. Alright, so we're gonna drag this in, and this is just the trigger to make the ghosts work. So let's hook up that one. Cool. And then let's just see how that works. Okay, see, that's the problem. He gets stuck on the table. Quite the conundrum we've got on our hands. So, I'm trying to think how I could do this. I could set this guy... You don't have collision on this, right? He does have collision on this, but he does have collision on that? No, he does not. Okay, will he just fall through the floor? No. Okay. Will you... Because he doesn't have gravity. No? Okay, he still won't move off of it. Which is the problem. He's supposed to just float. For some reason, he doesn't. Okay, no, he's floating. Okay, see, that's the thing. He always just, like, moves to the ground for some reason. Okay, what if I put him up here, maybe? It's like, maybe he just... okay, I think he's lost. I think he doesn't know where to go now. The nav mesh certainly covers this room, doesn't it? Oh, maybe it doesn't, actually. Oh, I bet it doesn't. No, wait, never mind, it does. No, he's definitely within the realm of the nav mesh. That's so weird. I like listening to the streams working and stuff because it makes me focus more. Cure for ADHD confirmed. No, I get that for sure. Of like having something else to like hear. It's like some sort of consistent noise, I guess. It's good to have. Like I'll put like videos and stuff on in the background of working on game stuff, and it's good to just sort of have some noise going. Okay, well, we could just simplify it a little bit here, and then have something like that happen. There we go. Yeah, I do need to fix the animations freaking out a little bit. A lot of these guys don't necessarily work quite the way I would like them to. Okay. I'm trying to think how we want to do this. Because we still got the existing problem of each one only wanting to track one guy at a time. Yeah, like that's the issue where he wants to... He goes to Gunther first, and then if there's not a Gunther, then he'll go here. I could try to feed it a class object type, something like that, maybe. Let me explain. Yeah, actually, let me share that a little bit. Something to rework the ghosts a little bit so that maybe a bit more functional for how we want them to be. So let's go to one of the ghosts and I'll show what I'm talking about. So let's add a new variable and let's call it enemy type, and we can just make this a class. Let's see. I guess I'm just looking for like what would be the exact phrasing, like actor. Yeah, actor Probably not object reference, probably class reference is what we would want. So then if we go back to here, then we should see enemy type, yeah. So we could type in, say, BP Gunther. Whoa, why did it start? That was weird. It started just scrolling like mad all on its own. Oh, I'm seeing the blackout thing is happening again. We'll just have the display capture on in the background just in case that happens again. Okay, so if we go to enemy type and we say BP Gunther, then what that we could do is make it so that way he only moves to whatever his class type is. So for this, instead of doing this whole sequence, which we're going to go ahead and just move out of the way in case we want to get back to it, then we can get enemy type, and then I guess probably the rest of this can work. So we just do this, and get actor of class. There we go. Okay, let's see if that works. I think he's trying to find a different Gunther or something. I think maybe he just picked like the first Gunther and then tried to move there. Okay. Interesting. It's odd. He shouldn't be able to see him though, so I don't know why he'd be doing that, but he's just slamming his head into a wall. I guess it does say get actor of class. Oh, stupid. Dumbass. I got a better idea. Let's get actor of class. And we can say branch if the pawn that they're seeing equals that. So if they're basically what I'm trying to do here is that if they can see a Gunther, then that Gunther is the same as the enemy type we've assigned to them, then they can move as we want them to. Okay, let's activate ghost mode real quick. Damn it. Shoot. Okay, this problem here is that it's using specific pawns instead of a reference. I could set it to be... because there was an issue I had with... when I was trying to do checkpoints. I just make it an object reference, I think. When I was trying to do checkpoints, one issue I really kept running into was resetting certain references. So, for example, in level here, what I could do is I could manually set this guy to be partnered to this guy and this guy to be partnered to this guy, and it just kind of simplified the process. But you kind of can't manually reset those variables when you're doing like a more like complete checkpoint system. But now that that's been sort of like cold because it just isn't really worth all the time and effort, I'm not lazy, I promise. Yeah, but that's sort of been scrapped. So I can use this method because that's the main thing that would hold me back from using this method. It was the checkpoint system, but I can make it a lot easier on myself without having to worry about that. There will be some kind of checkpoints, I should clarify. They'll just be simplified ones for the practice mode whenever that gets done. Why aren't you moving still? What is your... It's because you're not on the floor? Oh, I didn't plug this in. Wait, why am I doing this? I don't need to do that. I can just do this. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And then that means we can grab this guy. That. So they don't. Oh shoot! Wait, no! I broke everything. I broke everything. Shit. That was because I didn't plug it into this. Okay. All right. Don't worry, guys. I'm not that much of a dumbass. I'm just kind of a dumbass. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, that's awesome. I think this is gonna be a really fun room. I'm curious what my where's my big water jug. Yeah, you can see that on the cam. It's curious if that would just look like a giant, like, unshaded, like, cylinder on camera. Okay, so this is coming along very well. I think this is going to be a very fun room. Let's just try adjusting the spacing a little bit. Because what I want to have happen is that if the player goes into this room knowing what they're going to try to do, then... Okay, it might be possible to get both of them. I might try to make it tough but possible. Ooh, that's good. I think that's pretty good, actually. That's kind of exactly what I was looking for. Where it's definitely doable, but you have to be pretty on it to kill both of them. Okay, cool. I like that a lot. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to manually fix some of these dudes for sure now that we've got this new system in place. But yeah, it's coming along good. In one of the rooms you don't have to go into, add a big goblin guy reading a little book. Really would be like a goblin, but I do need to add some doodads here and there. Moving that back, so I think that'll just look a little bit better. And this is the penultimate room of the stage. So you go through all this, come down here, and then we get this room, and then it'll turn into dark mode again here. You drop down here, and one last combat encounter, probably with Voltaic Ghosts and Sever, which I think should be a sufficiently challenging, like, fun conclusion to this level. Let's see. I feel like we gotta use these tables for something, right? Let's see. Let's try maybe a cuboid up here. To harass you a little, we can put a Slapmo right there. And then behind the counter, we just have a shield, maybe. And her shield target will be herself. So she's just hanging out. Maybe we can put another Gunther there or something. How do these guys fare navigating this area? I feel like they could get stuck pretty easily. Alright. Okay, they can kind of get like wedged in somewhere, which I think could be fun. You could use that to your advantage. Nice. Okay. Alright. So let's grab one of these guys. No, it's 180. Yeah, 180. There we go. Okay, so slide the door in. There we go. Coolio. And then we'll grab another one of these triggers. Which I use these manually to activate the Voltaic Ghosts. And I just think that kind of helps things. That way they don't... It gives you a time when you know that they're going to activate, which helps makes things more consistent. Nope, I always get the wrong axis. Is it this? Yeah, there we go. But it helps things feel more consistent when each one has like a manual trigger. And I also think that having to go through the work of manually putting in a way to activate each one of them kind of makes them less obnoxious because I can't go overboard with it. Like it restricts me from adding too many, which I think is a good thing. Voltaic Cuboid win. I do actually have ideas for Voltaic Cuboid. I don't know where I'd want to introduce him. He might be a World 4 kind of thing because he's probably going to be really difficult to deal with. But I also think he'd be very fun. So, we'll see. Although this is actually, I'm curious what your guys' thoughts on this are, because I've got something I've been toying around with in my head, and I want to get the consensus on this. So I'd mentioned, like, people had asked about, like, oh, you're gonna keep the Voltaic Ghosts for other worlds, or whatever. And earlier today I just said no, I think they'll probably just show up as regular enemies. But I'm thinking if that's maybe a good idea or not. Like, I'm toying with the idea that maybe the ghosts, the voltaic ghosts, will stay as like a recurring element. Just because I think that if I introduce the way that they work in this world, where you have to activate a trigger first, and then you see the ghost start moving, and then they possess, and then I immediately change from that without like much rhyme or reason, I could see that being pretty obnoxious. Maybe if there's like something I guess it could work if I have like a new gimmick that I introduce in the fourth world that like justifies why they turn voltaic, like some sort of actually like thought out reason. That could be pretty good. But yeah, I think it would probably be better to still have the ghosts in some form or some other justification instead of just having voltaics, unless like I have some clear-cut like reason established in game. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we drop down into here. We've got Sever looking at us. And I think considering you're already going to have one major threat to deal with, I don't want to be too overbearing with this. So I think we can keep it simple. Have a Steve here, have a ghost here. Plug that in, and then plug this in. Like so. So you charge in, and then it's like, oh shoot. Okay, well that is like actually kind of easy because you don't have to look at the ghost at all. Like you can kind of just keep everything in your line of sight without much difficulty. So maybe I'll move Sever up further so that she's more of an immediate threat, and then I'm trying to think how to make this work, because I think that the interesting thing here is going to be with Sever, the challenge is always going to be to like make an interesting combat encounter where you get to see like what you're dealing with first, and then you have to go through it. Because if you have to deal with her before you can even see what you're fighting, it kind of stops being that fun. So I'm trying to think about what's the best way to do that. Crappy webcam is back. Yes, it is. Probably going to be a mainstay. I quite like the effect it has. Okay. Yeah, I think ideally what we should do here is that you have to look away from Sever if you want to shoot the ghost. That's what I'm thinking we're going to want to do here. It's like something like that, maybe? I don't know. Let's just try stuff, you know? This is what these streams are for. It's all about experimentation, seeing what works and what doesn't. We don't got to commit to nothing yet. Yeah, it's still okay. It needs to be something. Maybe the ghost would be an issue in other worlds. Voltaic guys could just turn after a specific time, but that could add more issues. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's a tricky subject. It is for sure. Maybe this concept, this area can still work if we just push these guys back here, and then pull Sever forwards a bit more. So that way, it's like, okay, so you see this, and it's like, oh shoot, you gotta like do something like that, you know, to keep your vision in, and then it's probably hard to get the kill in time. Yeah, okay, I think that actually works pretty darn effectively, I would say. Okay, yeah, I like that. So this is the final section of the area, so I'm thinking we might want to make this room a little bit larger. We're just, you know, add some more threats, some more hazards in. Part of what I do is that I don't want combat. I don't want two combat encounters to feel the same. I want it to feel like the level is constantly challenging you with something new and something fresh. So I never want to repeat the same sort of gimmick multiple times. But a lot of this just comes down to experimentation. You know, what enemies work well together in a group, what enemies don't. Yeah, I mean, this is okay, but I really feel like it's missing something. Especially the last room of the level. I feel like it needs some je ne sais quoi. Kryzen being ignored by the big streamer. Have you been saying something? I think maybe your messages have been getting blocked because I'm not seeing anything from you since table ramp. Said there's a Gunther addiction. I put a lot of Gunthers down, but I also just think that's because Gunthers are one of the most fun enemies to deal with. They die fast, and they're just very like broadly applicable. Honestly, I think I might want to make a new like basic projectile enemy, and then just put them like retroactively put them in a lot of the earlier levels because I think a lot of projectile stuff is just kind of fun to deal with. But yeah, something like a Gunther or a Cuboid who has like another projectile type, I think would be healthy overall for the game. Like World 1 might have 7 guys to deal with instead of 6. Okay, anyways, this room is missing something. It does not have the secret sauce. It's missing something. And I don't know what it is. I do not know. Oh, you know what? I've got an interesting concept in mind. Let's grab a window. I'm just curious to see if the ghosts can see you through the windows or not. So let's just make this huge, just for sake of testing. Oh, well, let's activate the trigger real quick. They cannot. Interesting. Okay, hold on. We can level that too. We can use that to our advantage because that lets the player see what's ahead without actively needing to engage with it right away. Okay, hold on. I think I'm onto something here. So maybe we land right here. And then, yeah, so you can like take a second to observe your surroundings. Maybe not too much of a second. Let's say just to screw with the player a little bit, we put a bouncer right here, so it immediately sort of shoves him out to one side. Ooh, is this too mean? This might be too mean. Help! Actually, you can kind of deal with a lot of the threats without actually needing to engage. So maybe not. Maybe not. I'm thinking. Okay. Here's what I've concocted. We're gonna do something similar to what I was planning, but we're gonna put a Gunther here. And then we're gonna do another ghost guy right here. So we have something similar to the last room where you have to deal with one of each of these guys, one of each of the 2 voltaics. Take this down. While also having to deal with the ghost, maybe might be a little overbearing, but you never know. Maybe it'll be the perfect combination. Maybe it'll work flawlessly. Oh no, the ghosts! That'd be a good detonator spot, actually. Oh, actually, you know what? You could just do this. Think about it. Nope. Oh shit, I missed. Yeah. Fuck. I keep missing it. That's actually kind of a tricky shot. Nice. Got his ass. Now the question is, do we want to keep it like that? Because that is kind of easy. Like, you really don't have to try that hard to get that big kill. But at the same time, having to, I don't know, getting some free stuff like that every once in a while is nice, but I'm not sure. What is the glare guy? Old enemy who was supposed to be able to light stuff up, but I don't actually use lighting in the final game, so he's going unused. Currently trying to understand how the hell I'm supposed to use a Vector 3. C-frame into a Vector? I don't know what that is. I'm just reading the chat. Okay, Roblox stuff. Roblox Studio stuff, got it. Out of my wheelhouse. I don't really know too much about raycasts and stuff. Like, obviously I do them, but I could not tell you a single thing about how they're actually, like, functional. This time makes me want to go play Xenoblade Chronicles. What the heck? I feel like she's not actually going fast sometimes. I know, Luke sent me, he sent me a suggestion to fix, to potentially fix the code, so I'll have to look into that and actually see if there is or is not a problem. Okay. Does this room need anything else? Maybe a bouncer? Ooh, we could be dastardly and diabolical if we wanted to. Oh, this won't work though, right? Because she'll like have a target, and then her target will die when they turn ghost, right? I think that's how that'll work. It's worth at least seeing what happens. Oh no, it still works. Okay, no, hold on. Wait, where the? Oh. What happened to Sheila? Where did she go? Why is she just dying instantly? What the heck? That's really weird. Why does she keep dying? What the... What? Why does she die when she hits the ground? What? Huh? What the fuck? What the fuck? What if I just put a new one down? Okay, well, she just instantly imploded. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, Sheila's having a bad day, I guess. I think maybe we'll try that again after like an engine reset, because that's not usually how that should go. Wait, is it this Sheila maybe? Like, what if I just get rid of that Sheila and then do this? No, she just keeps imploding. Why are you dying? What's killing you? Her shield's not getting destroyed. It's just she just instantly dies. Okay, so she's fine here. Is it when she lands on the ground or something? That's kind of a cool effect. I like that. Okay, well, she's kind of freaking out right now. Kind of freaking me out. What if I put her like a... Why is she dying when she connects with floor? Like, what? Why? What? Why? Okay, whatever. We're looking at that later. Can you show us Glare Guy's design? Sure. Is my lighting still... Yeah, okay. My webcam still looks okay. I mean, it looks bad, but in a good way, I guess. Although maybe we should, you know, fiddle with the settings a little bit. Yeah? Yeah, something like that, maybe? You can tell where my window is, because of how freaking bright... This is just like a bright patch here. Let me turn the brightness up one, actually. That's starting to look a little too spooky. I guess it is Halloween season. I guess you can do that. That gives you a nice, consistent, easy setup for that. And then let's get ourselves positioned up here. Oh, that is tricky, actually. That is quite tough. You can take them both out with a detonator still. I didn't realize the health was that low. Or the detonator's damage was that high, rather. I guess either works. Okay, so 2 ideas here. One is to make it so that you can't kill both of them with a detonator. Something like that, maybe? Because I like detonator stuff, but I don't like the detonator when it's just the only correct option in a situation. But I think I think this... Shit, I wasted that utterly. Okay, let's save that as my my saved position. But like I think this sort of thing is really cool. Oops. That sort of thing, yeah. That's what I was trying to do. Man, I'm fumbling today. Yeah, I think it's really cool when you manually set up those detonator situations. So I like the idea that it would be most efficient to push those two together and then... Shit, man, she's so difficult to deal with. Holy! I underestimated her challenge, I think. Oh, that was weird. Damn, really cannot stop looking at her for a second. Maybe she's not actually the best fit for this little section, hey? If we tried looking at her more actively instead of just running away from her the whole time. So we go boop. And we go... Bam! Shit, I missed. You said it shows Glare Guy's design? Oh, yeah, I did say that, didn't I? I'm easily distractible. Here he is. Oh, why is his sprite... Why doesn't he have color? Oh, it's because he's lit. Masked, unlit. That's right, you go. There we go. That's him. He's got a light bulb in his mouth. It's not fun in 3 buildings. Which part isn't? Oh, like, I'm assuming you mean, like, forced detonator usage, where it's, like, the only correct option? Yeah, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. And yeah, that's gonna be one of the big focuses of the 3 buildings overhaul, is gonna be removing sections where the detonator is the only correct option. And that's gonna be part of the rework for Big Windmill, too. One of the few things that I really think needs changing is that section near the top of the inside where you have like a bunch of enemies on like one layer. Where it kind of feels like the only thing you can do is just set that up and then wait for like a good lineup. And I think something like that is cool. I like it when you make your lineup though. So I want to rework that a little bit so that way there's maybe a little less enemies and more of a like cool setup that you can make for yourself. You know, like make that moment. Yeah, let's try to fight this as if we're like a completely normal player who doesn't have any crazy speedrun strats in mind. Okay, that's actually pretty manageable, I would say. Let's try the speedrun strat again. Because I think right now it still does feel a little inconsistent, and I'm gonna be honest, I think this bouncer is not adding anything. I think he's just kind of a nuisance. Boo, boo. What are we gonna do to make this more interesting? Because I think without that, it still is a little too basic. We could just try this, something like that, maybe. And if that doesn't work, then I don't know. Oop, shit! Nope, you're getting stuck on each other. Whew. I could see this being a bit obnoxiously inconsistent feeling is the only problem. Fuck. Man. Sever is a pain in the ass in this section. Maybe I should use Sever a little less than I initially planned, because she kinda like... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's the most fun. Yeah, and on top of the windmill after the Gunther Tower, pretty much forced waiting for the bouncer to get closer. Yeah. 100%. That's something I want to try to reduce a little bit. Where it's like, it's both obvious and really easy, and the most efficient option, so it just kind of isn't that interesting or fun. And that's what I meant when I said that Big Windmill will get changes. It's not getting any... I know you love your Big Windmill, and it's not getting an overhaul by any means, because it doesn't really need an overhaul. But stuff like that I wanna adjust. I've refined some of my philosophy when it comes to enemy placement. But yeah, I don't know if I really love Sever in this section. I don't know if she's really additive. I think she might kind of be the opposite. I feel like I still want to have her be in this section, in this level somewhere, but you do, I don't know, her mere inclusion does require doing a lot of finagling, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I try to like hold myself to the motto of like, if an idea is cool but it requires a lot of fine tuning to make it work, you know, how good is it necessarily? And I think she works pretty well in Slalom 1. but I could see myself giving her behavior like a complete overhaul if I really feel like I need to. It's like this room's definitely gonna get a minor rework, so that way you can use like a mirror or something to see where she is first. Like maybe she doesn't actually appear until like you get through there or something, or like you have a mirror or something that, or a window so she can't see you right away, something like that. Die! Oh shit, I missed. Yeah, I don't know. I think she needs something a little bit different. You should give me the Patreon demo for playtesting for real, if I'm not addicted to the game. I'm in Japan. Hey Ethan, how's it hanging? 3 Building Stream was the first stream I was there for. That's pretty cool. Server's awesome, even if she's bothersome. Yeah, that's kind of the trick, is like getting a good balance between how good is what's like a good, like, annoying in a fun way versus annoying in an obnoxious way, you know? And I'm not sure how to get that balance. It's tricky. Oh yeah, but I was gonna say, I wouldn't worry too much, Oro. I will give the winners of the freaking speedrun contest will be getting access to the full, like, to the content complete build, pretty much as soon as it's done, just because I think that'll be really beneficial. But the thing is, when you're playing new stages and stuff, what's the word I'm looking for? If you're playing new stuff, you only really get a chance to have that first playtesting experience once. So the people who have gotten really good at the game, I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense to anybody else, but I feel like it's best to save those valuable, like, first times until it's, like, a little closer to being done, I guess. I'm eat dinner? Alright, well, have a good dinner, Mr. Jonas. Yeah, I don't know if anything I just said makes sense, but I want to wait a little bit until I can get, like, maximize the usefulness out of that playtest. And hey, maybe I'll even make that a little bonus prize of the winter demo speedrun contest, which I don't think I've mentioned actually. So this is the announcement, I guess. Yeah, over the winter break, well, building up to winter break and then over winter break, I'm planning on working a lot on a new demo of the game. I had previously thought that was the trial run was going to be the only demo, the only public demo at least before the game launched, but I've reworked that idea a decent bit. I think that it would probably be a bit more effective to get a more modified version of the game, especially because how much you just want more money, Seth. It's true, I do want more money. I cannot lie, but I also want the game to be good. I think the game being good will make me a lot more money than the couple extra Patreon dollars. Although, that being said, I always appreciate your Patreon dollars over on patreon.com/Seth Newland or whatever it is. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the winter demo. So that is gonna be not too dissimilar to the trial run demo. It will be on Steam. It will have some changed versions, a revamped version of both the hub world available and the complete World 1, also featuring the new World 1 little, like, arena challenge. That'll be in it as well. Play stopped. But yeah, that'll be in it. What was I looking for? Hold on, I lost my train of thought. Yeah. All of World 1, I'm thinking maybe a stage from World 2 or stage 3 as well as like a nice bonus. I don't want to have too much in it, obviously. The main reason is really just to have a better version of Trial Run with those new stages, which, frankly, 3 buildings and Up and Up are going to be basically different levels. I think they both need quite a bit of work, whereas Big Windmill is going to get some minor changes. Look at the new mini stage, probably a bonus level from the other worlds, and then critically a lot of the new quality of life features and changes have made, like the separation of the speed boost, speed charge, and the gravity, shifting those into 2 different abilities, the new crosshair, the addition of assisted mode, all sorts of like really good changes I've made that I think will make the game more accessible by more people and more fun for more people. That I feel like I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot if I don't have a better representation of where the game is at available, you know? Anyways, yeah, that's the thought process on that. So that'll be sometime in winter, before Christmas. Don't have any hard and fast dates on when that'll be, especially because it's going to need a decent amount of work for the revamps, and adding in some potentially new stuff. Like maybe even like for fun, I could have a short like bonus Christmassy level that uses a lot of the assets from this world, just minus the ghost stuff. Like that could be a nice little bonus. Like maybe. Something I have thought about is like giving you bonus levels if you collect memorabilia. So that could be a fun thing to have in that demo as well, to make it both interesting to people who haven't played it. Check the fan art channel. All right, I'll do that. Yes, do that, please and thanks. The winter demo. Yeah, I gotta check fan art. Oh fuck! Oh, that rules. Oh hell yeah! Oh, Racerface, you're goated. That's awesome. That is so cool, dude. That's awesome. That is so cool. You made my day. That rules. Holy snipes. Thank you, Mom. Appreciate that quite a bit. Damn, I got to see that cool plush, and now I got $20. What a good night. What do they draw? Oh, they didn't draw anything. You should go check it yourself. He made a Gunther plushie, and it looks great. Oh, whoa, yeah. The ghost guys are broken now because I coded their behavior differently now. Yeah. So now what we got to do is. Yeah. Oh wait, I have one more, don't I? I think I got one more? Or 2 more up here. Yeah. Haven't eaten dinner yet? Oh. What, so you're just gonna lie now? I'm kidding. Glad you like him because I had fun making him. Well, I'm glad you had fun making him. This is, you know, I love seeing creativity and shit blossoming. That's what it's all about. And also just, I guess, egotistically, I think it's cool. It's cool seeing the stuff that evolves from my my dumbass brain that and then inspires somebody else's dumbass brain to make something cool. Because that's like I've had some people who are, I assume, younger, but they're like, oh yeah, I've wanted to make a game, and I feel like with some of the, like, seeing you do it, it's like, oh, I feel like I could do this, and that's really cool. That's awesome. Because games are very, very cool and sick, and more people should make them. And if it takes my stupid shit to get somebody to be like, you know what, I think I'm gonna finally do it this time. I'm gonna make a game. Then that's pretty cool. I think Steve is a bit more threatening than he used to be. His projectiles are a lot larger than they were. And that is... I wonder if you can even prevent that one from happening. To clarify, by the way, I didn't actually say what I was doing here. I'm just playtesting now. Just playing through this level a couple times. We're gonna see if there's any sticking points, maybe areas that feel like they could be improved, refined, tweaked, yada yada, XYZ, etc. that is tricky. You gotta be on top of your game for that. See ya. That is tight, actually. You'd have to ignore everything else and immediately beeline to killing these guys. I still should have put somebody right behind here. Maybe I'll just put like a Gork there or something. Okay, I like that, actually. That's pretty good. I'm gonna despawn. Oh, thanks for stopping in. Crystal Sword. Okay, instead of making a Gunther dating simulator. Gunther's Canon IRL. One of these days I'm gonna get around to making a game. You should do that. That's awesome. Making games is so cool. I love video games. I don't know if that's obvious. I don't know if I've made that clear. I need to put doors in there. Shit, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Look, damn. I might have to slow Slapmo down a little bit. That guy is tricky to deal with. Oh shit. Oh man, my hand completely like lost track of where it was on the keyboard. That is something funny about this game, is that it's very easy to like misplace where your hand is and then get completely like utterly thrown off. Shit! Oh, I didn't hit him with a shotgun shot? Okay, we're good, we're good. No, I fell back down. Damn it. I like that this is open though. I feel like there's probably a cool skip you could concoct there. Because I usually do level play testing in 2 phases. One of which is just like play through the stage a bunch normally, not trying to do anything crazy, to see about how it feels to play, see if it's fun. And then I'll do like a speedrun one where I'll see if I can find cool routes and skips and stuff. And if I can't, then I'll add them in or find places where maybe they would fit naturally. You know, that sort of stuff. So that way I want to make sure it feels fun for both types of players. Both of those who are cracked and not quite as cracked. I do, if anybody has ideas for it, I'm sure something that's pretty obvious is that most enemies this way it's like to shoot boom, 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 that sort of thing. And I kind of want to have more reasons to use a greater variety of weapons. Like this thing is pretty useful. And like this is useful, but they're very niche. And I kind of want to make one of my key weapon roster a little bit more useful. Like I'd rather have like 3 really good weapons that are good in a lot of situations. Again though, like maybe maybe only having 2 that you use generally isn't necessarily a bad thing, because it allows you to focus on your movement and the enemy layouts and stuff. But again, I feel like maybe one extra thing could be good. I don't know. I'm torn and I'm conflicted. Void Collector is what got me to actually start working on my project Angel Story, because I love it so much that I thought someone might like the comics. Nice! Glad to hear it. Thanks for being so cool. Digitally dapping you up right now. I'll take that. Bah! I'm glad that somebody can see my stupid shit and be like, oh hell yeah. Okay, I think this is a pretty good base. This is a good foundation. I do this is just a therapy session now. I'm really curious. I need outdoors actually. I'm really curious if how this game's gonna perform. That's obviously something I have some anxiety about. Because, you know, worst case scenario, the game doesn't really go anywhere. And that would be lame. But, you know, not the end of the world. I'll probably at least make a decent little chunk of change off of it. Something to give me a little bit of a cushion while I'm searching for an actual job. Best case scenario, though, this is successful, and then this is my job, and I get to work on games more. But that's one of those things you just really never know until it actually, like, is fully out. And, like, you know, I'm not saying this is going to happen. I don't think it will happen. But there's, like, a non-zero chance that something like this could go, like, could like, hit the right market, the right audience, and then just explodes. And then all of a sudden I'm, like, set for a long time. And, you know, again, don't think that's going to happen. But the insane variability of anywhere from, like, basically a year's worth of effort for, like, no return versus, like, immense profit is, like, hard to wrap my head around and is very intimidating to think about if you actually, like, stop and let that, like, percolate. It's weird. Games are weird. World is weird. Life's weird. Money's weird. It would be kind of awesome to like hit a home run on the first game. Like if this just like takes off and it's like massively successful. Because then, what that would mean is that I would have, if I had like enough money to just like live somewhere for a while without having to worry about stuff too much, then I could just like only worry about making the world's coolest video game without having to worry about money at all. Like, how cool would that be? That'd be fantastic. It'd be amazing. Like, let me tell you, if I didn't have to like release this thing before college was over for the sake of like my future and shit, then this game would probably end up being very different from how it will release. Like, I'm sure there'd be a bunch of things I would change and reworks that would be made and like more levels and different levels, and I'd be more willing to do more drastic shakeups because I'd have more time. But who knows if having more time would necessarily be better for the end product? You know, like maybe it works out better by having this specifically structured set amount of time. You never know. Now I'm just rambling about all the shit that I've been thinking about for a while, but yeah, it's interesting. Games are weird. Future's weird. Yeah, it's crazy. Games are an insane medium. You're not stuck on that, are you? Oh, no, he's not. He's not stuck at all. Damn it. Maybe they're so friggin' complicated. Sometimes I just like stop to think about all the moving parts and all the things that can possibly go wrong when making a game. Like there is so much room for failure or for improvement or for just like variability, you know? There's just so much going on. Shoot it. Yeah, okay, I got one. I forgot Slapmo was here. Lamau, he died. Wait, you're fast. Okay, that's pretty fun. Not a problem. Art takes time. Does take time. Oh, you're talking about him. Okay, never mind. Art does take time, though. That is a true statement. That'd be sick. Which part would be sick? It making a bunch of money? Because I agree, that would be sick. Does my webcam still look alright? Because it's getting awfully dark in here. Yeah, it does. Okay. It's pretty, like, the lighting is dim. It's quite dim. I'm shocked that the grainy-ass camera is still showing up as well as it does. Alright, let's see if there's things that maybe feel out of place. I probably can't do a ton much more. I can't do a ton more on the gameplay side right now, because I think to make good levels, like truly good levels, you can't really do it in one shot. Like, I think you need to segment it out a little bit. Take breaks in between working on stuff. Shit. Like, coming back to it after like a bit of time not thinking about the actual level design, I think is just key to making really good stuff. Lets you pick up on things maybe you didn't notice the first time, especially like if you forget something. Maybe something seems intuitive the first time you play it, but then it doesn't the second time you go around when you've forgotten how it's actually built. And that's why I have playtesters, because I'm so you get so stuck in your own head that things that seem intuitive maybe aren't actually that intuitive to other people. Shit, I keep forgetting to look at her. Oh, I just pushed him into that. Nice. Clean. Mostly money, but also doing what you like to do is cool, I guess. Revolutionary thought. Crazy thought. Okay. I like where that's at level design-wise. I think that's pretty fun. I think we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of texturing now. Probably call it relatively soon. I haven't been feeling my greatest, but I do think having this and having something that I'm enjoying doing is certainly does do some good for the old heart, for the old soul. Let's see, I got wood wall, wood floor, wood ceiling, cobbled stone and dark stone, charcoal. Oh, I keep forgetting to put fireplaces in. I need to do that. Snow, dark wood wall. Okay. Just kind of trying to mentally remind myself what I named all of my stupid-ass materials. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make this probably wood wall. Yeah, we'll just let that accept first because that's gonna be quite a few changes. Oh, didn't actually accept it. Go to wood wall. There we go. Now we should be able to add the materials properly. So we'll say dark wood wall. Actually, it's wood floor, wood ceiling, and we'll say dark wood. There we go. Then cobbled stone, dark stone, and then we're gonna want snow, dark snow, darker snow. Okay, and that's gonna need probably a little brief minute there to accept all those materials we just added to it. It needs a little time. Okay, there we go. Oh, yes, before I forget, let's go ahead and re-mesh, so that way it just, smooths out the 3D model a bit. We can, before we release it, we'll do some model crunching, so that it's not quite as needlessly high polygon count. Okay. Why is it saying that it's got different materials? No, it doesn't. It's got the same materials. It's all right. Okay, let's just take it from the top. Okay. So this is gonna be cobbled stone. Go and hide that. Let's make that stone. This is the very therapeutic part of the process, where it's just just putting things down, matching the colors and stuff. It's very nice. It's very relaxing. I'll probably go ahead and fill these columns in with the correct color. Ooh, that's cool. Curious question how I'm gonna do this. Figure that when we come to it, I suppose. That wood ceiling. Then we're gonna start detailing these columns, these wooden pillars. Back from dinner, what'd I miss? You missed. What did you miss? Pretty much done with the level design structure. Mostly just trying out some different stuff before we came on a good spot that feels like it's pretty good. And then right now, that'll just probably just be the same. Yeah. Right now we're just doing a little bit of texturing. This will probably be the last objective for tonight. Oh yeah, something I'm curious about. I've been I'm wanting to do a bit of a UI not quite a revamp, but a rework for some areas, for some things. Because I think some places the UI is pretty nice. Like I like the regular UI. I think it's good. It's clean. You know, it's sharp and jagged in a way that I think fits the aesthetic pretty well. But like the pause menu feels a bit at odds with other things. Same with like the main menu, and some of the other menus just feel a little inconsistent. So I need to define a more clearly cut like UI style and stick to that. I should have the Mario 64 piano. I don't want to just steal from Mario. Nintendo will kill me. They'll send their ninjas after me, and I'm dead. I'm Dunzo. I'm Dr. Dunzo. Oh yeah. Before I forget, I want to color in. Did I get this? How'd I get that ceiling? Oh god, where am I? Nope. There we go. These we're gonna make the wood ceiling material. Just gives it a little bit of distinction. There we go. Have this. And we'll do the same for this like little window ledge. Yeah. Go. Coolio. And we'll make that wood ceiling. Okay. Maybe we'll just do. We'll take this in parts, perhaps. So like this, we'll do. Nope. Dark stone. There we go. Then set that to cobbled. Then do that. Then do that. There we go. It's kind of crazy how much, like, I mean, I guess it's not surprising, right? But how just like a little bit of texturing just instantly makes everything look a lot more appealing. So this should be, yeah. Okay, this part's gonna be a little bit annoying. Actually, no, we can just do all in group. And you can kind of see like where, because group is just essentially like how it was constructed. So you can really see how I built this whole catastrophe of a place. There we go. Nice. Then, just trying to think how I want to. What's going to be the most efficient? I think now we want to do pillars for this this first section. Because I guess if I miss anything, I can just come back and do that later. And I know, based on my previous track record, I know I will miss something. I tend to do that quite a bit. Alright. How's everybody doing tonight? I can't let Nintendo kill you. How I get my Gunther fix if you're dead. I want to use actual lighting instead of different textures. Well, for one, it's just way more efficient in terms of like the rendering. It's so much less expensive. Like there was an early build of the game, one of the first demos, where I had accidentally left in a couple of lights that I used because they were good for like lighting up the untextured models and stuff, and I just forgot to remove those from the levels even though they weren't being used. And as soon as I got rid of that actual lighting, it like doubled performance on a lot of people's machines. So even with this game being moderately heavy due to just being on Unreal, you know, that does help quite a bit in making it work on hardware. But another reason is just for stylistic purposes. I just really like that aesthetic of it. I like the sharpness of it. I like the oh shit, I forgot to. Yeah, there we go. I like that it's so harsh in a way. It's all like so clearly, sharply defined. It's all like stuck to the same edges. I think it makes these kind of blockier, rougher looking levels look more appealing when they're paired with this lighting that helps it fit, and it makes it feel more flat and cartoony in a way. Especially that's complemented by like the outline shader that I've got on stuff. I think it sort of all feeds into itself and helps complement. Although I might include a mode or something to like disable post-processing. like turning off the outline shader and other stuff, which might also help the game run even better, but also would definitely make it look much, much worse. So I'm not in a rush to do that one. Anyways, long answer for short question. I think it looks better, and it's much less costly. Hey, you guys, anybody in chat ever play UFO 50? I've been playing a lot of that lately, and that is a very, very cool game. I'm liking it a lot. I've got about 24 hours in it, and that's I haven't had a whole lot of money to throw around since I had to buy the new computer. And that's like the one indulgence I've allowed myself is like, okay, I'll let myself get this one thing because it's 50 games in one, and that's probably a good investment. I've finished, like, I've beaten 10 games in like 25 hours, which is just absurd. And the crazy thing is that it's very fun. Like, it's not just 50 crappy games in one; it's 50 like pretty fun games. Anyways, it's just me telling you to go play UFO 50. Coolio. Okay, this is an interesting question of how do I texture this. I think that we just make this cobbled stone so that it looks more like the floor. And then I think we do the same thing here, or that's the floor. And then this is the wall. And then this is the ceiling. Oops. And then... No, that's not the floor. Wait, no, it's on the same rotation. What am I thinking? I'm stupid. Yeah. This would also be stone. Yeah. And then we can just grab all these guys too, so it looks a little bit more cohesive. And then make that cobbled stone. I think I've realized this after having just done it a couple times. It makes more sense here that the room is like sideways, but I did this in the previous world too, and that one I didn't really have a good justification. I just kind of liked the aesthetic. I think I just like things that are normally upright that are turned. Outline shaders obscure Seth's shitty environment design. Hey! How dare you? I'm good at this. I'm a professional. That's a joke, by the way. I mean, I guess I'm trying to be professional. I think I'm allowed to call myself a professional once I've sold one full game. I think that's when I'm allowed to, like, actually consider myself a professional. Or is it? I guess it's a professional when you can do it as a profession. So I can make the joke of calling myself a professional game developer when I am doing it as a job. Right now, it's just an advanced hobby. It's a hobby that I've spent so much time and money on. It'll turn around. I'll at least make my money back. I'm confident in that. Probably. It kind of looks like I found this weird radioactive rod videos. It is looking a little funny, especially in the dark now. The lack of light is making it get especially spotty. Oh, I didn't even look at it up close until recently. That's real dark. It's real spooky looking. Okay, so this is gonna be wood wall, and then this is gonna be the stone floor. Yeah. Sorry, I just had a little episode. The cube grid is like, it's such like an easy way out to like build in like texture levels this fast, but it's so nice to be able to do that. It's so nice, it's so fast, it's so easy and efficient. Like if I was trying to make levels in another way, I'd have to like manually drag in each individual like asset that's like been pre-textured elsewhere and done in, and blah, blah, blah. This is just so much nicer to work with than that. Because I did that a little bit right at the beginning. Like, if you look at some of the earlier stuff before I discovered a cube grid, it'd be all made of, like, floating blocks and stuff. And this has really, really, really sped up the process by quite a bit. Even if it is kind of an easy, cheaty way to make stuff. But, hey, if it works, it works. Game development is hard enough as is. We gotta take our outs where we can. Let's make that stone. You know, I think I'll make the whole thing the wood ceiling. So it's all like recessed and that helps set it apart a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works pretty good. Okay, I think that's most of the level. Oh, I still didn't do the outside section. Yeah. I need to do this. Probably put invisible walls above this. I had an idea for your game since I think too much, and it was exactly this. You didn't even watch the ghost level? That's funny. Have you checked out my funny ASCII program? Oh, I didn't know how to make it work. I'm stupid, but I did check it out to answer the question. I didn't do anything with it. But I do need to like actually get it set up. I'm sure it's not even that bad. I'm just I don't know, fill in some insult, whatever insult you want there. But yeah, we need to do the ASCII stream for sure. Sideways room makes sense in the haunted spooky place. It does. I can help. Okay, I'll try to get it up, and then I'll let you know if I'm struggling still. This is all the plot twist that the ASCII program is just like a long con for Aura to like get into my computer and steal all my shit. And just take all the Void Collector files and make a killing. We all know Void Collector is a quadrillion-dollar idea. It's the first five-tuple game, five-tuple A game. Okay, I think everything is textured. Oh, this is not textured. I didn't texture the ceiling. How strange. I don't know why I said it like that. I've been watching too much Simple Flips. He's a bad influence on me. He says too much funny things, and it makes my brain turn into soup. Okay, that should be it. I don't like how that looks, actually. Oh, there we are. Let's just get that about as flush as we can. Oh. Didn't realize it wasn't actually the correct width. Yeah, okay. You don't even step up on it. Cool. That looks good. Oh. Whoa! That's so crazy. I don't know why I did a YouTuber reaction to my own game. I think all those paint fumes I've been inhaling every day are starting to get to me. That's a joke, by the way. I feel like it's probably obvious to everybody that I'm indeed joking when I say shit about inhaling paint fumes. But I know that I'm an oblivious son of a bitch and cannot pick up on the joke sometimes. Don't anybody actually getting concerned about me huffing paint fumes. What the hell? I guess that's what we're doing. We're just going through and fixing all the issues as we find them. Let's go fix that then. Why don't we? Oh yeah, I didn't even notice. Oh, I'm trying to retexture the ghost door. There we go. And we can set that to the new correct wood ceiling. There we go. Nice. Oops. Let's set that to camera location. Whoa. Oh, I spun myself on a wall. Okay. That startled me for a bit there. Oh yeah, I didn't texture you yet or give you a door yet. Whoops. This definitely looks more weird when you've got the floor textures over there and stuff. That kind of does a better job of messing with your head and like looking incorrect. This definitely needs some like texturing and props and stuff. Oh, I should you know what I should do? You know what I should do? This, but also this. Yeah, I think it'll look kind of cool, kind of ghoul, because it's Halloween. You guys get it? And then drop down here, and everything is correct. Okay. I'd say that's pretty much completed. We just need to do extra prop layouts, like getting stuff like not curtains, but like the cushions in, adding a door here, maybe retexturing that roof a little bit. I think it's fine, but it kind of needs a little extra je ne sais quoi, you know? Maybe we can just do something like that. Maybe that'll be what it needs. Or we could do wood, or wood floor, I think I called it. I cannot remember. Oh, that's a different texture. Get rid of that. Get rid of that one. We don't need it. We don't need that. Get rid of that. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So now we just need to get in there, add some windows, add some bookshelves and stuff, add some paintings, add some rugs, add some gloobs and stuff. So plenty of nice and easy, busy, like tedious, busy work to keep me occupied off stream. That is for sure, but hey, this level's coming along very, very nicely. Take a drop down the chimney last room. It fixed the texture on Big Windmill. Pink spot I pointed out months ago? I'm not sure. Actually, maybe? Simple Flips is awesome? Oh, hell yeah. I can help finally get the Patreon demo. Untextured cube on the ground in the beginning room. So this is gonna have like a cool, like warpy ghost looking texture on it, to signal something that you cannot pass while in normal mode, but it'll become translucent in non-ghost mode. So I need to make something for that. I'm also gonna need to texture these. These are gonna need textures. Got a lot of work left to get. There we go. Okay. Anyways. I haven't streamed in a bit, and I can tell my voice is getting kind of hoarse. It's a little scratchy. And I'm tired, and it's very, very dark and spooky in this room. You can't even get any definition of my face anymore. Because it's all... oh yeah. It's all drowned out. Ooh! Oh, I turned on my flashlight and it looks like I got hit by a bomb. That looks kind of sick, actually. Me shooting the flashlight at the webcam. Anyways, thank you everybody who decided to drop in tonight. I always appreciate that. We're at a great pace. The goal is that by the end of November, this world will be done, and we are more than on pace to hit that. So be excited, get hyped. Winter demo coming sometime in December on Steam. Probably gonna be a new speedrun contest specifically for you, Oro. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye. Have a good evening. Enjoy the rest of your spooky Halloween day. I might also stream on Thursday if I'm feeling up to it. Especially because I think it would be kind of lame to sit around not doing anything on a Halloween, but no one's really wanting to host a Halloween party because it's on a Thursday. Because I'd rather do something than just sitting around in here all day. Anyways. I'm out of here.